Hi, I'm Micallef Eynaud, here for Kritikarti, and I'm joined by Davide Tucci. Thank you so much for coming on, Davide. And we're here to talk about your new film, Minore. When will that be screening?
So that's on 1st and 2nd August here at Spazju Kreattiv at 7:30 p.m.
Okay,
2
exciting.
screenings, that's it, in and out.
So tell us a little bit about this movie. What can audiences expect?
It's a madhouse, to be honest. I had no idea what to expect when I was reading the script. I had no idea what to expect when I was shooting it in Athens, and up until the director, the team sent me the first cut. Because firstly, I had worked with the director and the co-writer here in Malta on a different project, docudrama, so very factual, very like what you find on a script is going to turn out on screen for the most part of it. But when you are reading a Lovecraftian horror monster comedy with music in Greece, there was so much left to the imagination that I was sort of new to that process of imagining how things would look like. I knew the guys from before, so I thought I'd trust whatever the bigger picture was there with the Lovecraftian monster theme, because with Lovecraft, it's like you never know what's going to happen. It's like the theme I learned later from these novels by Lovecraft is that these creatures exist, or these entities exist separately to our world. They're not really always justifiable, explainable. They just happen. They come in and out with no reason. So I left that in their hands, and I focused on what I could and felt comfortable focusing on, which was the human element. That's what I try to bring to the table.
I mean, the film it's a very fun kind of monster movie, and it reminded me of sort of horror B-movies, maybe from the 50s. It seems to take some kind of inspiration from B-movie horror pictures, like you're saying, Lovecraft. Yeah. The director, remind me the director's name.
Konstantinos Kotsiliotas.
Konstantinos Kotsiliotas. Kostas. We'll call him Kostas. So did the director, Kostas, did he give you any kind of specific films to look at as a tonal example of what this would be?
Well, he gave me one film which I can't really remember its title, for the use of music in the film, because there is music in the film. It is not a musical. Okay. But obviously it's Greece. There's bouzoukis and all the variations of that everywhere in the culture. The thing is that when he was explaining the use of music, he didn't want me to think it was a musical, and it is not. So he just gave me a couple of examples on how that music would be used and the intentions of it were.
It's almost like music as a weapon, so to speak.
Yeah, I guess.
Is that giving too much away?
It's okay.
Okay. All right. But music plays a big part in the plot. It also reminded me of The Mist. Have you ever seen The Mist?
Yes, I've seen The Mist.
There's that sense of kind of a community
Again,
under
I
attack.
think The Mist is a little bit Lovecraftian in the nature of the creatures or entity, because it just happens. There's no control over it.
Obviously, there's a lot of CG effects. Yeah. So I imagine what are you looking at when you're looking at one of these monsters? That will be.
Sometimes I'm looking at people's hands. Other times I'm looking at drones which are flying, and I'm sort of fighting against the drone, and the drone will be posing as the monster. Other times it's just imagination. We only could use this level of flexibility with how I could interact or fight with the monster, because the director is also a CG master. He won Oscar for 1917. He worked on 300. He worked on many big budget productions as CG. That's the biggest of his body of work. Those are things that you can only allow yourself to do when you have someone as a safety net. Like whatever happens, if there's something that wasn't, then he can fix it in post.
And did you have an idea of what these creatures would look like from beforehand, or were you surprised?
Yes. No, we had visual treatments by Elizabeth Shook, who was an amazing storyboard artist. She's a co-writer on the film. She also handled art department. It's a small crew, but so many people doubled for other things. It's a low budget film. So we had very a lot of material to work on. Storyboards, sketches of the creatures, renders, things that would help me and us understand what actually we were fighting while we were on set fighting these creatures.
Something I really enjoyed in the film is, apart from the CG, there's a lot of practical effects.
Yeah.
Gory
You're
practical
going to mention
effects.
one in particular, which I love.
Yes, which was really fun. And it reminded me of the splatter movies like Peter Jackson used to make, you know.
I'm just going to mention one. I'm not going to mention it directly. It blows your face off, right?
Yeah, that's a very good one. Well, the one I really loved was, spoilers, if, you know, come and see the movie if you don't. But there's a scene where the intestine is being used like a rope.
Yeah. That was a very funny scene to shoot, believe me.
I really enjoyed the creativity of the gore. Is that stuff challenging, or is it fun?
It is. Some cases more planned. In that case, we always knew that the director wanted that scene.
Mm-hmm.
So we had a long day of shooting in a taverna. Most of the effects, I believe, were on that day, like the taxi, like crashing into the place, so on and so forth. Everybody was really tired, and it's like we were sort of debating if to do it or not. But we knew Costas really wanted to do it, so we just decided to go for it. And we were there, and it's like he was explaining his vision. And it's like, okay, so how are we going to do it? Because there was no rigs, nothing to keep you up. So it was just basically balancing on a stool as if I was in the air. So it's not like I'm sitting, I'm just actively getting pulled in one direction and the other direction with by the monster. And then Costas just removed the stool in post.
Now, this film, I know, got screened at different festivals. I remember it was screening at Fright Fest.
Fright Fest, where we met.
Yes, we met there coincidentally. Unfortunately, I get the chance to see it at Fright Fest. How has the audience response been to this film?
Oh, the audience loved it. It's not a film for everyone, obviously, because it's a genre film. It's because of its like non-serious nature. It's a comedy, horror, monster. So you don't go there expecting
Bergman.
Bergman. Or big budget horror movies where what you see on screen is lifelike. There's a lot of things that make it very appealing to the right audience. And these festivals, like in Macabro and Fantaspoa, and they all went nuts. Everybody really loved it, just because it's a fun ride and you really enjoy it, and everybody's having fun. We had a lot of fun. The creators really loved this genre, so they poured everything into it.
So is it still in its festival run?
No.
Okay.
It's basically, it's been distributed worldwide. It's done its cinema run in Greece as well, and this is my final stop for it, for now at least.
So tell us, what else do you have coming up that we can look forward to?
I'm not sure. Maybe if there's some theater work that I've got lined up, but nothing confirmed yet. It's just, in our world, it's just audition, something lands, then it gets cancelled, postponed, then I audition again and it happens. I don't know.
And maybe correct me if I'm wrong, but this is very exciting. I saw that you're playing Frank Sinatra in an upcoming TV series.
I did play Frank Sinatra. That was quite a beautiful surprise on a Paramount project we shot in Cinecittà, and it's been out in Italy on Rai, and I think in Australia for some reason as well on SBS. And I played Frank Sinatra on this show called Miss Fallaci, which is about this iconic Italian journalist from the 50s. First of all, for that period, for a woman to be successful in anything, it was already a big feat. Now, this woman, Oriana Fallaci, was not only successful in Italy, she was like the person most famous in Italy besides the Pope. Just to give you an idea of her level of fame in Italy at the time. But she wrote really honest, unglamorous articles about Hollywood. She went to Hollywood. She wanted to interview all the biggest stars like Charlie Chaplin, Frank Sinatra. These glamorized, like mysterious, especially at the time, like stars, these big stars were demigods, But she wrote them in a very humane, honest way. Right. Which sort of gave her a bit of a reputation as well. And this series follows her, and in one episode, I play Frank Sinatra, which she interviews. She runs around him for a while.
You beat Leonardo DiCaprio to the post.
Well, no, that's a full feature film, which I would love to have a chance for.
He needs to call you up and you have to give him some advice. It's been lovely talking to you, Davide. Congratulations on Minore. I wish it a lot of success, and I'm very glad that it's going to be screening here at Spazju Kreattiv. Do check it out. And looking forward to seeing you in more films and TV series soon.
Thanks, Bruce. All the best. Thank you.